Welcome back. Trinity have made a couple of changes. PT Valage comes in. And also it's nice to see Tarinder Ratwata back on the field. It seems like Isipathana are playing the same 15. So Kongawata to restart. A short kickoff. PT Valage, first touch for him and a good pickup by Rankotge. Suryarachi gives it to Dilshan in center field. So early opportunity here for Isipathana College. Penalty, tackler not releasing, says referee Dini Mal. And it seems like they'll go for touch. Is it a good option, Shanaka, early in the second half?
Well, it would be a good option if their lineout was functioning, Dinuk, but I'm not sure that they'll be able to win this ball back. I don't know what Walpala has told them in the halftime huddle. I really hope he's told them to shorten the lineout and not go in with a full 7-man lineout. But doesn't look like it. They are going with the full lineout. Let's see whether Desita is able to find his mark this time around. It's an early opportunity in the second half, and a score here will trouble them. But once again, Trinity steals it at the front. Karuna Tilaka, but they've come back with it now. Gunaratna, the big man. He's a strong lad. He's made some interesting breaks so far, but hands in the ruck from Trinity. That was pretty blatant. And it's in the red zone, and I'm sure referee D. Nimal will issue a warning if that happens again. As Suryarachi taps and goes. Again, it's Gunaratna, but he knocks the ball forward. And that's a bad mistake from the number 8. It was again something that I thought Isipathana had a bit of a rush of blood. They had the penalty, they could have gone for the points and made it 17 points to 5, which is psychologically a huge blow for Trinity. They chose not to do that. I think they might, that was a bad decision.
Shanaka, it seems to be, if it had taken that penalty and got the 3 points, Trinity had to score 2 converted tries to match up. Rangala picks it up at the back. Interesting option. It seems like J.D. Pereira also is in place of Samarasekara. And a good kick. Bringing the ball just outside the 22. There was Pereira.
He's not slight of build, is he, Pereira? He's not built like your traditional fly half, who are usually the pretty boys of the team. No offense to him, he's not the prettiest lad in this side, which the fly halves generally are. So nice to see an out of character sort of fly half. Let's see whether Isipathana can be out of character and try and win this ball for once. Finally winning their own line out, Isipathana, and they look to try and roll this one. They scored a brilliant try against Royal College like this, but somehow Basu Tilakaratna has managed to get in there and disrupt it legally. Suryarachi spins it wide to the fly half. Coming in was Jayasinghe, but holding on to the ball in the tackle, says referee Dinimal. And Jayasinghe, the replacement, gives away a penalty in a crucial area of the team. Tarinder Ratwata hasn't found touch. And Silva knocks the ball on. So 2 mistakes there. The more crucial one was the knock on, although Tarinder Ratwata should really have wanted to find touch there. But Trinity will be happy to have the scrum here.
Yes, Shanaka, that was a big mistake by the Isipathana wing. That's Rankotge. Riddhi Malianda to put the ball into the scrum. Rangala picks it up quickly and gives it to Pereira. Off to Ratwata. Ratwata shows and passes to Sheikh. Sheikh has Gunatilak on the outside. He decides to go on his own and he needs support and a good counter attack by Isipathana College in the ruck there. Trinity managed to regain ball once again. Riddhi Malianda. Ratwata, inside pass to JD Pereira. Riddhi Malianda once again. Gives it to Ratwata. Ratwata steps. Needs support. Malianda gives it to Lochana. Off to Sheikh. Sheikh has one man to beat this time. Pops it off to Lochana Giragama, who scores. That was a very good try and good offload there by Sheikh Shanaka. He held the player in one hand and then just popped the ball to Lochana, and a good supporting line there by Lochana.
You watch it here. It was a good ball from Giragama, an early ball to Sheikh in the first place. Then he ran a good supporting line inside, and Sheikh just had to throw it in. And Giragama, with a winger's eye for a try, managed to go in there under the post. So that'll settle the nerves of this Trinity College team a little bit, because they haven't been in the game in the last maybe 20 minutes or so, and they needed that try desperately. So you can see how much that knock-on by Silva has really affected the Trinity, the Isipathana team. And you saw a knock-on also by Chang early on in the first half, which led to a try for Surya Rachi. Now a knock-on and a mistake from Silva has led to a try for Giragama. So you can see how crucial those mistakes are and how they are being punished. The conversion is good by Pereira, and Trinity College get within 2 points of the home team Isipathana, who may still live to lament those squandered 3 points at the other end of the field.
As Shanaka correctly said. And it's nice to see Pereira taking the responsibility. He's a young lad, a under 18 player. And even I was also surprised to see him playing at fly half. So it'll be interesting to see the response from Isipathana.
Then the ball's been lost, Dinuk, but now it's come back. So referee puts time back on again. So it's just a 2-point ball game at the moment. Trinity have come back strongly into this game after most of the play in the second half had gone to Isipathana. They'll want to play the percentages game now and just get back into their half and keep attacking the way they have. Both teams have not had good midfield defense. We've had Tarindra Ratwata running through quite a few gaps, and also Surya Rachi and Kongahawata rather, really attacking the fringes of that Trinity defense also. So let's see how that tightens up or tatters. Isipathana, a lot of movement in their line out, but still Trinity managing to get a hand to it, and Rangala coming away with it. Referee putting his arm up for a penalty. And correctly saying the tackler didn't roll away. That was A.K. Darling, the big prop forward, who got himself in the way of that ball coming back. And once again, too much complication in the line out, leading to Isipathana losing money ball.
As Shana correctly said, and then it was too hard to A.K. Darling to roll away. He's a big lad. So it'll be Chang to throw into Trinity College. Just inside the Isipathana half. And a good take at the back of the lineup by Atul Gama. And he runs hard at the Isipathana defense. Riddhi Malianda now. Pick and go by Chang. Riddhi Malianda gives it to Pereira. Pereira shows off and a good inside pop pass. This Anayaka not managing to hold on to it. J.D. Pereira with the ball for Trinity College now. Has been a turnover. Isipathana, and it's Konga to push the boat. Lochana has the ball. Gives it to Isuru Rangala. There was a forward pass from Lochana to Rangala.
I'm surprised they haven't targeted him a little bit more. Lochana Giragama, not the safest of houses under the high ball. And Kongahawatha seems to be going to his wing, but the kicks aren't good enough to really put pressure on him. Got two good wingers for Isipathana, two quick guys in Rankote and Gallage. They should put the ball up for them to chase it more often. Here's Kongahawatha once again. Kicks to Giragama. And you can see Giragama there, not attacking the ball. That bounced in touch, but he didn't seem to have the confidence to come for it. So if Isipathana are smart, they will target him a bit, especially because Kongahawatha is a left footer. It's a natural side for him to go to. So line out just inside their 40 meter for Trinity, as we see Desatha being replaced by Columbage. Not Desatha, in fact it's the prop that's been replaced. Picked up there by Kongahawatha. Loose ball proving problematic for the Trinity defense. Now it goes to Jayasinghe. Kongahawatha once again gets dragged down. Isipathana will pick and go for sure here. Darling goes with Bandara. Doubling up nicely. Now some ball finally for Isipathana to make a dent in this defense. It was Gunaratna. It's available now for Suryarachi. Suryarachi to Kongahawatha. Gives a lovely ball to Gunaratna. Gunaratna has one man to beat. He's got a man outside him. Is he going to need him? No, he doesn't. It's almost there for Isipathana. Still patient on the line. Now they go once again. Inches short now. Good discipline from Trinity not to infringe, and that's a try. It looks like it. Looks very much like it was a try, but the assistant referee having a chat. And looks like they're not awarding it, so it'll go to a 5 meter scrum. And Trinity live to fight another day.
Yes, Shanika, the defense also will be tested now. Closer to the goal line. And the crowd behind Isipathana College here at CNFC. Bandara picks it up. Inches short the goal line once again. Isipathana College. Pick and go. Just short. Deshanta there with the ball now. He goes in once again with Silva. Now Suryarach is looking for the ball. Referee playing advantage. And it's a penalty for Isipathana College. Referee says hands in the ruck. So this time they are going for 3 points. Isipathana College. Anuranga Valpola running in with the kicking tee. And it's a good decision.
Yes, they probably should have done that much earlier on in the half, but now learning from their mistake. They got some good thinkers, some good experienced rugby players on their bench. Got the two Costa brothers, Lasinta and Kavindu, and also Dinesh Kumara. Snatching at that was Kongahawatha. And despite the fact that it was a pretty easy kick, it was not the right angle for the left footer. Needed to take it maybe further back a little bit more. and squandering another chance of 3 points. But the idea was right, the execution wrong. And Pereira has another chance to get Trinity out of jail here.
And there's a 22-meter restart. And it seems to be a knock-on, but referee letting it go. And a good steal there by J.D. Pereira. He should have popped. Atul Gama acting as a scrum up, gives it to Pereira, to Basu. Standing on the tackle, gives it to his brother Rahul Karunatilaka. Center field. Trinity need quick ball to their left. Sheikh puts in a grubber. Suryarach is stepping. And Lochana once again. Sheikh manages to recover and he needs support. And
well, I'll tell you one thing, Dinuk. Sanat Martis, the Royal College coach, will be watching this and rubbing his hands with glee because Lochana Giragama looks like he's terrified of that high ball, and that's something they need to fix pretty quickly. And Isipathana have made ground, and they've made good ground. They've got an attacking penalty here. Might call for the scrum, but instead they're going for the line out. If I were them, really, I'd tap it and go from here. And Kongahawat, yes, that's exactly what he's doing. Looks to go for touch and dummies it and gives it to Gunaratna. Gunaratna goes. Once again, attacking that Trinity College line. They've got the big man, Darling, over the ball. But good defense from Trinity, and that's a try. GD Disanayaka, the big front row forward, dragging behind his front row mates, manages to dive over for a try. And it's a deserved try for Isipathana. You watch it here. Darling goes in, protects the ball. There he is, and bang. Over goes Disanayaka, his front row buddy. And it's good technique from Isipathana there. So we see the Isipathana crowd going absolutely crazy here at the CRNFC Pavilion. They found their voice after they got a little concerned with Trinity's score early on. And now Trinity will have to regroup and make sure they stay within touching distance if Kongahawat is able to convert this. He's from the same line that he missed a penalty a few minutes ago, but he's taken it back wisely this time. And the left footer will try and make amends. That's better from Kongahawat. 7 points, so it's 21 points to 12. That puts them 2 scores ahead, Isipathana. And they will want to try and sit on this lead and not allow Trinity to make any more forays into this park.
Yes, Shanaka, if Trinity have to win it from here, they need to hit back and hit back soon. It seems to be they have made a couple of changes. Chang comes out, Sakala Surya comes in for Trinity College, and also Shehan Pereira comes in for Lochana Giragama. So it'll be change in positions. Disanayaka will move into right wing. Lochanov and Shehan Pereira is in. And also Sakala Surya comes in for Chang. It'll be interesting to see the Trinidadians line outs now, Shanaka.
Yes, Sakala Surya didn't have a great season last year with that part of his game. And coach Neil Footy, here we go once again. That line out stolen as well by Isipathana. But Atul Gama bringing it back. Atul Gama, one of the most hard-working prop forwards I've seen in a long time. Rangala trapped in a beautiful tackle. Hit hard there by the Isipathana defense. That's a penalty coming for Isipathana though, because the tackler didn't look like he wanted to release. And Silva who will be mighty happy that his knock-on has not gone punished further. Has given his team a little bit of breathing space. But yes, the coach quick to realize the same thing we were talking about, Dinuk, because Lochana Giragama didn't look like he wanted to be there under that high ball, and he knew that Kongawat had spotted that fear, so he's made the change quickly. And when you're coaching, it's about making the changes to suit the game, and I think he's done that well. So Pereira coming in to the outside center position or inside center position. And Disanayake moving out to the wing.
Trinity taking a quick tap there. Ratwata pops off and it's put into touch. And
one thing that's really impressed me about Tarinder Ratwata this year, Dinuk, is how strong he has gotten. His lower body strength has improved tremendously. You can see also how he manages to hold people off in the tackle. It wasn't part of his game previously. He was a very good stepper. Even his guy used to find gaps, but now he's able to be physical within those gaps as well. And Columbage, the new hooker, will try and add some sanity to this line out. And it's a free kick for an early jump. Taken quickly by it's not a good pass, but Pereira manages to rescue it. Silva makes a wonderful tackle on him, ball and all. But Pereira hangs on to it for dear life. Atulgama plays scrum half for the second time in this game. The grabber that could have been dangerous. And Sheik and Disanayake wrap up the Trinity, the Isipathana defender. But that's good work from Isipathana in defense, scrambling back. So we see it here, Ratwata pushed the grabber in, bouncing all over the place. But Surya Rachi running a good line. And Dilshan was able to clear it for his fly half to kick. Crowd on their feet here at Longdon Place. It's been an intense battle. There's a man down, so we'll tell you in a minute who it is. Looks like it's Surya Rachi, who wanted a bit of a breather. But he's back on his feet. You won't find him going off anytime soon. He's been a live wire, scored a wonderful try for this Isipathana team early in the first half. That's Desata, I think, who's down.
And also talking of Tarinder Ratwata Shahanaka, he didn't have to, he had good strong centers when he was playing before. He had Kanil Senaviratna and players like Tisila Karuna Tilaka. So now he has to step into that shoes and needs to so in the meantime it's a penalty for a high tackle made by Disanayake. So Isipathana College will have an opportunity here to get out of jail.
Desata is okay. Whether the knock to the head will help him with his line out throwing, we'll have to wait and see. They go short. And once again, concede a free kick in the line out. So they just don't seem to be able to buy a ball in the line out here. And the free kick goes into a scrum. Basu Karunathilaka, the pack leader, probably calling for a scrum, confident that he can disrupt this Trinity, this Isipathana 8. And Mapitigama looks set to come on for Trinity as well. For Isipathana rather. Untidy ball for Rangala, but he manages to rescue it. Ridhimali Adda. Nice straightening of the line by Disanayake. Shehan Pereira, in fact, that was. Now there's space on the outside. Ratwata spins it wide to Gunatilaka. Gunatilaka running back, still on his feet, but he's going laterally. Finally, Isipathana make a tackle. Now Isipathana will need to make their defense become a point of attack as Pereira gives a short ball to Ratwata. Ratwata wrapped up by Jayasinghe, but is still available. It's about the fourth phase now. Riddhi Mahaliadda looking for space, doesn't find any. JD Pereira, who's had a strong game since he's come on as a replacement. Now, this is Sheikh. Sheikh knocking the ball on though. And some respite for Pathana after that Trinity onslaught. It was a good passage of play, but again a little bit of structure lacking because Pereira needs to control things outside of him.
Yes, Shanaka, they were not moving forward, they were moving sideways, and finally the mistake. So the Trinity can't afford to miss opportunities like this. And it'll be a scrum. And it's interesting to see a switch there. Dissanayake taking the high ball, gives it to Shehan Pereira, who hits hard. Off to Gunatilaka, he has space. Shows it off, runs around Kongavatta. And it'll be a 22-meter dropout. In the meantime, there's a Isipathana player out injured. Dinimal says to continue play. It'll come down to the fitness, Shanaka, from here on.
Yes, indeed. I said a little while earlier that it's probably the last 20 minutes and the benches that's going to decide this game. And Trinity are pretty much emptying their bench. They're sending on some big men. Atul Gama coming off, so I'm not sure that that's a correct replacement. He still looks like he's got plenty of running in him. Might have kept him on for a few more minutes because he's done some damage today. Now, Riddhi Mahaliadda, who made that run up but with no real sense of purpose. And Isipathana have sensed that they can get a turnover. Referee D. Nimal, that was a very long call there. Rangala takes it and goes. Now he's got Sakala Surya acting as scrum half. Long ball out, but Ratwata has it. Ratwata going for the corner. Can he get there? No, he can't. Referee Dinka Piris seemed to shake his head. And yes, it's a try. It's a try from Tarinder Ratwata. An outstanding effort from the young man. Showing brilliant awareness of where the line was. He was tackled and turned around, reached up over his head to score that try. Here we see it. It was a long pass. It was a wayward pass. And Ratwata putting his head down. And there he goes. Almost on his back as he scored that try. Over his head. Wonderful bit of awareness. And Dinka Piris right on the spot there. Was in the correct place to see that try being grounded over the line. So great work. Once again, a bit of individual brilliance from Tarinder Ratwata after his team had hammered Pathana in the build-up to that score. And like you said, Dinuk, the fitness is starting to show. Isipathana clearly a team that is in better condition than the Isipathana team. And when they empty their bench, those fresh legs are going to make a difference. And Isipathana are going to find themselves wanting in that area probably.
Big call made. Neil Foot brings Isuru Rangal out. And Nipunala Kon comes in place of him. And this will be interesting to see. And
that kick going amiss as well, but Nipun Alako, no stranger to the number 8 position. Played there last season, so it's not a gamble, it's a calculated risk. But Isipathana still have the lead, a commanding lead even at this point, 21 points to 17. they'll want to stay in this Isipathana half, or in the Trinity half rather. Samarasekara taking that ball well and making a determined run out from the restart. Trinity seem to have got their tails up after that score. Ridhi Mahaliyadda. And you can see even in the tackles, Dinuk, that Trinity are much stronger in the tackle. They're staying on their feet longer. And that's a conditioning issue. And Isipathana will feel that towards the end of this season as well. Ball still available for Trinity. About 5 meters from the halfway line now. They work themselves up from that kickoff. Lovely offload, but Suryarachi steals it. Referee says penalty for offside though before that. And Trinity look like they've got the measure of this Isipathana side at the moment. Whether they can turn that into points, we'll have to wait and see.
Big kick from Tarinder Ratwata. Gaining almost 40 meters and putting Trinity just outside the 22. Isipathana, a player down, is not looking good. It's Suryarachi, important player for Isipathana.
It's not the first time he's done this, Suryarachi. He stayed down because he wasn't able to get back into the action. And we've seen another Isipathana player down. Now this isn't good because that shows that their fitness is flagging. And it always comes to pass in the last maybe 10 minutes of the game. That's when fitness becomes an issue, and that's usually when close games are decided. Determined run again by the number 17, Ratwata. The other Ratwata on the field going off the back of the line out. Nice ball out to Tarinder Ratwata. Quick shift to Sean Sheikh. Sheikh tries to give it to Pereira. Of a little basketball bounce pass. But Pereira drops it. You see it on the replay here. Looking for Tarinder Ratwata, all the players looking for him as the go-to man. Sheikh tries to get that little Sonny Bill Williams offload going, but not able to find the man. And now the referee has given the scrum for the knock-on, and we've got another Isipathana player down, hoping for a breather.
And Shanaka, in the meantime, Trinity is trying to step up and play some fast rugby in the last 15 minutes. But their continuity has been a problem right throughout the game. Another knock-on. So the number 21 comes in for Isipathana. That's Madhuranga. As Suryarachi comes out, so he was struggling for about the last 10 minutes. And Nilufer Ibrahim finally takes him out. He doesn't look good, Suryarachi. Important player for Isipathana College. So in the meantime, there you go, the forward showing the play. Nipan Alakon picks up the ball at the back of the scrum. Ridhi Mahaliyadda. Long pass to Tarinder Ratwata. And he gives it to Gunatilaka. And it seems like it's a knock forward. It's a knock forward. So Trinity College, their good opportunity missed. He had only one man to beat, and he wasn't good enough to do that.
Here we see it once again. Ratwata finding Gunatilaka, stepping inside nicely, but a desperate tackle by a diving Jayasinghe, saving a try for his team. But now this scrum will probably be destroyed as well. But well done by Gunaratna to pick that one up under severe pressure from a marauding Trinity pack. And they found some space. And Kongawat knocks it on. And the referee brings them back for that knock-on. And it'll be another third scrum on the trot for Isipathana to defend. They just don't have the personnel. They don't have the fitness. They don't have the bench, Dinuk. And this bodes badly for this Isipathana team in the next few minutes.
Yes, Shanaka, the Trinity is put behind their team this time, up and cheering. 5-meter scrum. This will be a good opportunity. If they miss this, Nipunala Kohn picks it up at the back of the scrum. Has he scored? Inches close to the goal line. Riddhi Malyan waiting for the ball. Gives it to Pereira. Pereira has a long pass and an interception. Good defense. Isipathana College now have the ball secured. Trinity need to turn over ball here. Referee playing advantage for Isipathana College, and it's a penalty off the feet. A Trinity and off the feet for Isipathana College.
That was a real hash made of things there by Trinity. They had the dominant scrum. All they had to do was be patient. Instead, they tried to score off the very first strike. They needed to get another heave going to squeeze and go back again. But just a rush of blood to the head. And another mistake by Isipathana. Malik Gunatilaka running the ball back. Good tackle there by Bandara. Pereira shifts it to Ratwata. Ratwata gives it to Dissanayake. Dissanayake to Pereira. Pereira runs down the touchline. But good defense in the end by Isipathana. Not giving up here, this Isipathana team. They came back from a 4-point deficit to beat Royal by a point. And they'll have the confidence of being able to hold on to a slender lead. Pereira was nothing much more he could have done there. And Isipathana have a defensive line out in their 22. And this is probably more important than all the attacking ones they've missed so far. They go short. And Dissanayake takes it forward, the try scorer. Kongawat puts it to his boot. And that ball was not taken inside, so it will be a line out. I'm not sure that's the correct call. I think there was a breakdown inside the 22. So that ball should have come outside the 22. There was a tackle made. But Isipathana find themselves defending inside their own 22 once again. Again, Ratwata at the back of the line out. Not really sure what that call is. Referee Dinimal made it in the Peters game as well. He jumps up and squats a little bit. I don't know what that offense is in the rugby law book. But Isipathana won't care because they've got the penalty. And they'll need to desperately find touch here. And they live to breathe a little while longer. Just a try. One try in it. A penalty is not enough for Trinity. They need to score a try. Can they do it? Is $1 million question as Columbage waits to put this ball in to a tried and tested and failed line out. Finally, they win one at the top of their number 5 jumper, Pereira. Ball is put high. They haven't done much running today. Isipathana, they've chosen to kick at this Trinity team. Loose ball. Snaffled by Isipathana. Have they got it? No, they haven't. So referee will come back for that knock on. And Isipathana will have another chance to hold on to possession.
In the meantime, Dinimal looking at the clock. So Be about 5 minutes on the clock maybe. Isipathana scrum on the halfway mark. It will be Madhuranga who will be putting in into the scrum. Let's see how Trinity respond. They turned over the scrums in the previous occasions. This time a quick ball off to the number 8. Gunaratna picks it off. Pereira brings him down. Pereira is injured himself in the meantime, I guess. He already had a shoulder injury. Pathana run. Gunatilaka steps. It's Silva there. And off to the flank at this time. Interesting to see Isipathana running the ball out. Minutes before the final whistle. Kongawata runs in. Good tackle by Umesh Samarasekara. Trinity caught in defense now. Gunaratna carries the ball for Isipathana this time. And the ball is out. They have has been set up. Pick and go. Kolambage there for Isipathana College. It's better to keep with the forwards and run the time down. He gives it to Kongawata, who puts in a chip. Hacked once again. Opportunity here for Isipathana College. And it goes into dead goal. Referee Dinimal almost put his hands up. And maybe it's the last move. Ratwata cannot do much rather than kick this. Puts in a flat kick. Gunatilaka. And another knock forward, Trinity College. This has been the story. It sums it up. And that's the end of the match. Isipathana College beat Trinity College 21 points to 17 at CRNFC. And they move on top of the table.
Outstanding game of rugby. The Isipathana defense holding on till the end there. Trinity have only themselves to blame because they had opportunities to finish this game off and didn't take them. But Isipathana, what a gutsy performance from the home team here. Coming through a real severe test for their forward pack in their 22 about 7 or 8 minutes from the end. But they held it together. They managed to guts it out. And that was the end of that. Once they intercepted that ball inside their 22, they were never looking back. And Trinity, try as they might, just weren't able to turn the tables on this Isipathana team that looks like they have come through their two sternest tests so far, Royal and Trinity. And they will be looking to a couple of easier games before coming up against the likes of St. Peter's and Kingswood later on in this season. So Trinity are beaten for the first time in 2014, and Isipathana remain unbeaten here at Longden Place. We'll be back with a lot more of the Singers Schools Rugby A Division League from here at Longden Place. From Dinuk and myself, Shanaka, it's good night. Thanks a lot for joining us on thepapare.com. We'll be sharing the passion throughout the season.